Hello everyone, this is Dr. Uma. Today I am going to discuss about adult learning. First we will see about the definition of adult learning. So it is the entire range of formal, non-formal and informal learning activities which are undertaken by adults after a break since leaving initial education and training and results in the acquisition of new knowledge and skills. So definition explain that it's the all kinds of educational activities. It may be a formal like structured, non-formal like unstructured, and informal like education taking place outside the institution like any school and college, right? So basically these three kinds of learning activities undertaken by adult after a break in the sense after completion of school, college, again they are adults are undergoing for any kinds of training and education, finally which results in the acquisition, gaining of new knowledge and skills. This is called adult learning. Next we will see about four critical elements of adult learning. Those are motivation, reinforcement, retention and transference. We'll see one by one. The first one is the motivation. It is the driving force that compels a person to engage in a particular behavior. So motivation is the one kind of driving force which will compel the adult to learn something after the completion of college or any basic education. So here adult learner can be motivated by variety of factors. Some factors are relevance. So what is relevance? Adults are motivated by knowing that how learning can help them to solve problems or perform tasks in their lives. So they will see the relevance. It means learning after the college, after the initial education, if they are learning means there should be purpose, right? So they will see the relevance. If they learned something means how it is going to help in the life in solving the problem and perform any kinds of task. Second was this self-direction. It means adults always prefer to learn independently because it's already they completed college and the basic education, right? So if they are learning after the basic education, so they will definitely seek self-direction and control and autonomy. So what is control and autonomy? It's a freedom. First of all, adult learners want control on their learning, and also autonomy means freedom. They also want freedom during the learning period. Need to know what they adults need a significant reason to justify spending time and resource on the learning. So for example, if they going to get any promotion or salary increment, definitely they will spend extra time to learn. So they want to know, if we are teaching adult person, so we have to explain why they have to spend that time in learning. Next, competence. Adults may be motivated to learn to maintain or improve their skill. Suppose they are in competence, like they want to improve their day to day work activities, then definitely they will learn. So they want some motivation, right? So next, promotion. Definitely adults may be motivated to learn in anticipation of a promotion or job increment. If they are going to get promotion after such a course, after completion of basic education, they will learn. Okay, this is the some of the factors which can be used to motivate the adult learner to learn something. Second one is the reinforcement. So it is the reward is given to increase the likelihood of your behavior. Here behavior denotes the educational activities of the adult. Basically adult learner want some kinds of reward to continue the educational activities. So reinforcement can be done by so many ways. I have mentioned only three ways here. The first one is the celebrate milestone. The educator in the sense the person who teach the adult, okay, that person has to send some kind of congratulatory message or gift or anything, any reward should be given to the learner after passing each module. Then each will encourage the adult person to continue the education activities. Then second one is the highlight progress. The educator must give regular updates on how much learner has completed. After listening completion, definitely they will continue the education activity. The last one is the provide feedback. Definitely they want suggestion. So educator must offer some kinds of suggestion further improvement or point of what a learner is doing well. Next we'll see third one is the retention. So it is the ability of adult learners to retain knowledge and skills over time. It means after the education, how much they are retaining, how much they are keeping in their mind and they are using in their practice, right? So here are some kind of pyramid has been given. So it explains that if anyone learned by lecture method, they have retention of knowledge only 5%. By reading 10%, if they use audio visual aids while learning, their retention of knowledge may be 20%. If they use demonstration 30%, suppose they are engaging in a discussion in group, so 50% knowledge can be retained. If they do, otherwise they practice, then retention of knowledge will be 70%. If they teach, I mean teaching others, the knowledge will be 90%. The fourth one is the transference. So transference is the ability to apply knowledge, skills or concept learned. The concept or knowledge or any skills the adult learned should be transferred into their daily practice. Okay, so this can be done by adult in so many ways. For example, social learning. So in social learning, we have to provide opportunities for the learners to work in the virtual team. By this, they can understand what kind of mistakes they are doing and what other people are doing. Then next one is the explain the value of transfer. So educator should clearly explain the value of learning transfer with examples. Always educator has to explain how to transfer the knowledge or skill they gained in the class into the real kinds situations with examples. Next, use visual aids. Audio visual aids should be used. Then the learner can be transferred the content which learned into the real practice. The fourth one is the practice generative self-talk. So generative self-talk can help learners internalize competencies and improve their performance. Next we will see about elements that influence adult learning. So what kinds of elements can influence the adult learning in better way. Number one is the preparation of learners. Always learners has to prepare before going to start any learning process. Like for example, physically they are supposed to be fit and the material they want should be kept ready and the educator should be qualified. Preparation should be done by the learners in the beginning. Second one is the mutual planning. Planning should be done by both learner and educator. Like how much content should be covered within a specified time and what kind of examination they are going to conduct. Everything should be planned properly. Identification of learning needs. This is very important. First of all, they have to educator and the learner has to plan what is the need of the learner, what they want to learn. Fourth one is the formulation of learning objectives. According to the needs, educational objectives should be formulated by the learners and also educator. Afterwards, climate setting. Climate setting in the sense the area which teaching is going to taken place. So timing, then other kind of environmental setting should be done here. Then last one is the learning plan execution. So the things since beginning, what are things we planned should be executed. So this is what important elements can influence the adult learning in a better way. Next, I will talk about principles of adult learning. Number one, adult must want to learn. Actually, any person, especially adult, learn effectively only when they have a strong inner motivation to develop a new skill or acquire particular type of knowledge. It means first of all, adult must think that they're supposed to learn or they should learn. If they're having some kinds of situation like after completion of any course, they are going to get any new job or their increment is going to happen in salary, okay, then they will do. So basically they supposed to think they want to learn, then only it will take. Second one is the adult will learn only what they feel they need to learn. So it is, obviously adults are very practical in their approach to learning. So they want to know how is this going to help me right now. It means the learning which has taken place is in which way it's going to help them. They will think about that. They will decide. Then only they will go for learning. Third principle says that adult learn by doing. Actually, children also learn by doing, but active participation is more important among adults. Then only they will achieve their goal. The fourth principle says that adult learning focuses on problems and the problems must be realistic. So definitely adults will focus on problem, because if they are learning after their basic education, they want to solve their problem, right? That's why they are learning some another things. So children learn skills sequentially. Sequence in the sense is step by step they will learn, but adult start with a problem and then work to find a solution. Then fifth one is the experience affects adult learning. Adult have more experience than children, so this can be asset a liability. So while learning period, adult can put their own knowledge because of their experience, so they can learn easily. So experience affects adult learning. It means it can be improved adult learning because they are having already experience. Then sixth principle says that adult learn best in an informal situation. Informal means I already said that it's not a planned one. So basically children have to follow a curriculum like first standard to 12th standard including college, there is a syllabus. According to syllabus, classes has to be taken by the teachers and students are learning. But in the case of adult, they are preferring informal situation, right? It means there is no need of planning particularly. If they planned, then it is good. If they're not planning also, it could be for adult. They will learn something. Then last principle is this: the adult want guidance. Definitely, adult learner wants some kinds of information. Then this will help them to improve the situation or that of the children. So here, educator must give guidance to the adult, so they will learn properly, and they will also know what should be done and what should not be done. That's all about the principles of adult educations. So thank you so much.